Well, here we are. Elite Dangerous is up to 1.3 and it's no longer a beta version. And because I seem to be among the first to get on to the server, my reputation hasn't gone down, and because I'm now currently online, it's not going to go down unless I do something to specifically force that to happen. Now, as you can see, I failed in my attempt to earn enough credits to get my A7 thrusters before 1.3 went live, largely because the release of 1.3 caught me completely by surprise, as I think it did with most people. It went live today, not long after I finished doing my video, or the previous video, of killing time and showing my Anaconda in its trading state. And we take a look at the outfitting. This is it when it is not in its trading setup. Now everything here is just the same, it's all no different at all, but here is where the changes are. So the shield generator is back to A7 as opposed to an A5. The fuel scoop is back. I went back to a B5 rather than an A5 because the difference between the B5 and the A5 isn't that great, and yet the cost is about 7 million difference. So I decided, bollocks to it, I'll stick with a B5, that's doing me just fine. And I got the refinery back and my two scanners back, so that's really the only difference. So there isn't a huge amount of difference between the trading setup and the all-rounder that it's at now. I mean, it does mean that my cargo capacity has gone down a hell of a lot. It's now down to 272, so I've lost something in the region of 150 tons. Power usage has also gone up a fair bit. I've still got plenty, bearing in mind that I can go 10% over that without any issues, so I have effectively 39 megawatts available to me, so I've got no problems there. So it's all good. Right, so let's take a look at the new Galnet. As you can see, it's all very fancy. You now get an image of whoever it is who's running or responsible for each particular news story, if you're really that interested. And at the moment I'm not. So let's go and take a look at the old power play. Now, I haven't chosen anybody yet, obviously, but one thing I have already noticed is that we were told we were going to have 20 to choose from. In fact, it's stayed at 10. I've got no problem with that, actually. Yeah, it doesn't bother me either way. Now, I also need to remember who it is that I said I was going to what do you call it, sign up to. Now, I can only assume this is because it's only just started, because the mention of the specific weapon has disappeared, which is a fucking pain in the arse, because it was the specific weapon that was going to be behind who I chose. I'm quite liking this weekly bonus of 50,000 credits. Does it show on anyone else? No, they're all the same, because it was 3 that you got the specific either weapon or device or something, and now it's not showing there. Does that mean they've disappeared, or does it mean that it's just, I don't know, have they taken it out or what? Fuck knows. Right, so we already had Denton Petraeus, who looks like Lewis Smith. This bloke, Edmund Marn, reminds me of Rog Blake from Blake 7. Specifically Rog Blake after he's put on a few pounds. So basically like Gareth Thomas today, because he's turned into a right fat bastard, says me. Right, who else have we got? Torval, I can't remember what she's about. She looks like an old crone though, so I won't bother with her. Someone who's 58, she don't look bad. Yeah, I said that out loud, didn't I? Anyway, it must be rating 3, so I've got to now fucking remember which one it was that had the prismatic shields. That's what I'm after. I know it was either her or her, but I can't remember which fucking one. So, since I can't remember, I'm not going to place to anybody just yet. So let's have a look what they've done with the Galaxy map. Is it as it was during the beta? Yes it is. How lovely. I really do think the new Galaxy map looks fucking horrible. Now you can do something about it. I think if you take off the grid, yeah, it looks a lot more like the old Galaxy map. The thing is, I mean, I'm going to have to get used to the new Galaxy map, whether I like it or not. So now the hat is controlled by Lavigne Duval, so I will almost certainly end up signing with her. I seem to remember during the beta that old Shap Sugabus, which I can't seem to fucking click on now, here we go, yeah, is not controlled by anybody. That's a good system to control actually, so it looks like then I am going to pledge to Lavigne Duval. She's the one who has that rating or that rank that I can't pronounce properly. I keep saying Eiling, it could be Arling. Somebody on the video, when I kept saying title wrong, and I've got in the wrong place, they provided me a link to some video or other, and it turned out that that link was telling me how to actually pronounce Eiling or Arling the right way. Trouble is, when I watched it, I had my sound off, so all I saw was the word Eiling in huge bloody great letters, but of course I didn't hear anything, so it was a complete waste of time, and I haven't been back there yet, so I still don't know how to pronounce it properly. Anyway, enough of that fascinating dribble. Let's actually do something. Now, there were conflict zones around here. Big question is, are they still here? Proactive combat missions, Nehat. Target type is Nehat services. That's yeah, that's people who are on my side, like the security and all that. I'm not taking that one, even though I wouldn't say no to fucking 400 and odd thousand. It was that one, wasn't it? That's to do traders, not doing that one. Merc jobs in Zotac. Pirate. That looks handy. 500, so I'll get 500,000 for this fucking one. Now, is there a, it's been a while since I was in Zotac, I can't remember if there are any extraction sites there. No. Should have guessed really. This thing has rings, but low reserves. There won't be an extraction site there. Fucking thing. Proactive combat mission. That's the one I looked at first. Epoxy fucking thing. So I wouldn't mind doing a combat based one, but I'm not taking out traders. That one in Zotac is a pain in the arse, and I'm not doing ones where I have to take out the security services. So fuck it. Looks like my first video here is going to be a rather boring cargo run. We'll see what's back here when we get back from Shepsugabus. Oh, bollocks. I just remembered something I was going to do. But it would mean docking again. Or going back to the hangar, because it was something to my loadout. Besides which I've now got a cargo hold that's full, so it would be a waste of time. This is one hell of a steep angle on leaving it. Oh, this fucker's wanted. I didn't notice that at first. Okay, I'll have a bit of you. I'll get a fine, but...
Target shields offline.
There you go.
Detected. Target destroyed.
Right, well, I'll pay that fine when I come back. I've still got Zotac selected. That's not where I'm going here. Now, does that mean my reputation went down because I picked up a fine? Alrighty, so I'll pay that off when I get back. Now, even though I don't have anything like the amount of credits that I had during the beta, in fact, in the beta I had over 10 times what I've got at the moment. I am doing a lot better in pretty much every other way. Looks like there are still fucking server issues because this jump's taking fucking ages. I reckon I'm gonna not be disconnected. But that was fucking slow. There we go. Now I'll be amazed if I can. Okay, I could start up, but straight away we've got bullshit disconnections, which was supposedly fixed in the beta. And now, just like the beta, okay, I was about to say, it's taking so long to load up my commander that it looks like, yeah, it's fucking up big time. So we've already got, you know, the typical, you know, frontier developments thing when they do a major update. And it's as stable as fucking, well, it's not. Right, so... Oh, you're fucking taking the piss now. Oh, well, there you go. So that is the initial 1.3 experience. The constant disconnections that were affecting it when the first beta came along and were supposedly fixed in the second update, so we had the 1.3 beta 2, that fixed it. It went all the way up to beta 8. Now we've got the finished version released, and it's completely fucking bollocksed up again. So it's typical Frontier developments. You know, what the fuck were we testing during the beta if the first thing that happens when the finished version comes along is that the very first issue that we had that was supposedly sorted has come back again? What a fucking waste of fucking time that entire beta was. Clearly. Because since that first disconnect, I haven't been able to play the game for more than 2 seconds without getting fucking disconnected again. And all these other people who are coming online, well, if I were them, I wouldn't get my hopes up about being able to play it for too long. Right, how many seconds will it last this time? Now, Lee Station is where I will eventually go, but I've now got to travel all the way back to the sun here in order to finish fuel scooping.
Frameshift drive charging.
This is already the second longest I've been able to play this since 1.3 went live.
Engage.
When you think about it, the majority of the longest that it lasted consisted of me sitting there talking away and not actually doing anything.
Fuel scooping.
Right.
Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
So I just thought of something. Okay, yeah, I did take the cargo. I couldn't remember if I'd got it or not. As if my blood pressure wasn't going up enough. Now I've got the fucking motorcycles outside again. I can see today's been a really good day. Now one thing I'll add is that the regularity of my videos is probably going to drop a little bit. At least in the near future. I've been having to make numerous trips to the hospital. They are going to be continuing. So there's a fair bit going on in the old personal life, which means that Elite Dangerous very much takes a back seat. And of course that means that my reputation is going to be going down because, you know, I'm outrageous enough to be putting you know, personal things ahead of playing this. I do put a lot of personal things ahead of playing this, including going downstairs and playing with the toilet for half a fucking hour. I'll press the right key. Right, how long will it take me to actually get out of here? Not as long as I thought. Well, I haven't been disconnected again, which is something of a fucking miracle. Now I'm nowhere near in range to go and get docking permission. Now I am.
Docking request granted.
Now you'll notice that my fine is with Patron's Principles, as is the bounty. So whereas before I could pay off both the fine and claim the bounty here, because it is another Imperial system, I can't do that anymore. I have to pay off the fine and claim the bounty in the system that I was in when I got either or both of them. Now, with this whole speeding thing, I mean, I've got no real problem with it because I play so much of the game in solo. But already there are griefers who are finding ways around it. So if you play open play, when you are approaching docks, keep a particular lookout for players in sidewinders that have no shields.
Landing gear deployed.
If you see them, they will almost certainly be griefers because they have taken to deliberately flying into a ship, a large ship such as well, Anaconda, Python, Imperial Clipper, Fed dropship, Orca, Type 7s, Type 9s, you know, any of the really big ones. They'll fly into that, they'll be destroyed because they'll boost into you. But with it only being a sidewinder, it's no big loss to them. But to you, as well as the damage that you will take, you will also get a fine not just for hitting the ship, but you'll get a bounty because you will have effectively been the one who destroyed it. Now, if you're not speeding, I'm not 100% sure about this part, so hopefully someone can clarify this. If you are not speeding, you're not going to get that bounty because it would be the other ship that was speeding and it will see them as being the ones who broke the law. So I would strongly advise that if you are playing an open play, just get into the habit of not speeding when you're approaching the dock. Let's see if anyone here wants the old what do you call them, advanced catalyzers. 14,238. See, I'll do that. That will help my minor what do you call it, minor faction. And I mean 14,000, I can afford to lose that. I've got no issues with that. So there we go. Okay, I'm already allied with them. Oh well. Alright. Crop busters, yes, food. Okay, so nobody wants my or not auto fabricators, advanced catalyzers. Right, usual cargo back. So I haven't got any cartography data. No, didn't think I did. Right, let's just check. No fines, no bounties, so it's nothing really to do here except go back to their hat and pay off the fine and then take the claim the bounty, as well as sell off this guff that I'm carrying. And while I'm there, remember to check out the outfitting.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Sounds like I've got someone right close behind me. looks like I might break 40 million on the
drive charging.
on completing this one, which means I could afford the A-rated thrusters, but it also means I'll only have about 3 million left in the balance.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Or to put it another way, I'll be about 14 million short of my insurance. And while I don't mind flying around while I'm a little bit below it, 14 million is a bit too far below it. At least that one didn't take so fucking long to finish.
Fuel scooping.
Where the fuck is there it is. I'm already forgetting one feature in 1.3, which is to select the actual docking station itself before we head off.
Fuel scooping complete.
Look like there are a fair few
Fuel
people on my
disengaged.
friends list who have come online. So most of them are usually pretty quiet. Ankerlime, I'm sure I've said that name wrong, but I'll chat with him a bit. I'm not really one for the old social chat. There's only really 3 players who I do chat with much. Ankerlime there's one, Ripperjack is one, although we've taken to going into Wings and using the voice chat then, because it saves a lot of farsing about with text chat. And Daddy07, of course, he hasn't shown up yet, but you can bet your arse he will, well, pretty much any minute now. He must be aware that 1.3 has gone live. So, no more disconnections so far since that bullshit start. Hopefully that was just an initial hiccup with the servers. Put it this way, fuck it wants to be. Because otherwise that would just make a whole mockery of what the fucking hell we were doing with the beta in the first place. That was one of the first issues that was fixed, supposedly. Around here, there was a Diamondback out there, but he seems to have disappeared. Now in the beta, the Western Orbital sold the Imperial Courier, one of the new ones. We'll have a look, see if it's still here in the release version. The annoying thing is that the addition of the Imperial Courier would have brought it up to 11 ships that it's carried, but it stayed at 10. So one of the ships that it carried had gone. And I have a nasty feeling that the ship that's gone is the Python, which is a vastly superior ship to a fucking Imperial Courier. In fact, if it wasn't for the fact that the Python has such a shitty jump range, which makes it absolutely useless for exploration, it would be hands down the best all-rounder in the game. Not least because it does have the ability of landing at outposts. Despite its rather large cargo size, it can carry well over 250 tons, but it only uses a medium landing pad. When you throw in the amount of firepower that you can stick on a Python, yeah, it is definitely the best all-rounder. Alright, request docking.
Docking request granted.
I don't know if I'll regret boosting that close to the station.
Landing gear deployed.
That's what we call a fuck up.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, going into the hangar. In the meantime, let's see, 42 fuel. Looks like the price of fuel has gone up again. I'm okay with that actually. The price of fuel went from one extreme to the other. It went down to ridiculously cheap. Looks like they may have found a happy medium. Now ship integrity is at 0 still. I'll be more than happy if integrity is now something completely different and doesn't just keep going up all the time for seemingly no reason. Right, and I also already have an Imperial Navy Ascension opportunity. Oh, you are fucking joking. I've got to get 2 black boxes. Yeah, and I've got to do it at ICZ MX-T B3-1. I'll wait a bit, I think. Hopefully a better one will turn up. It's got to turn up, surely. That is a dismal one. Authority, fuck off. Yeah, anyway, no one wants me gold, so let's go and sell that. Yeah, I am going to break 40 million. 40,276,450. Not bad. Right. Now, outfitting. I'm going to lose a bit more cargo space by the looks of it because I want to see what they have in the way of collector limpets. Especially as... well, if I've got to do this mission where I've got to pick up black boxes, then, you know, grabbing some collector limpets would be quite handy. Alright, well the best that I can get is an A3. That will allow me 2 active limpets. With a range of 1,320 metres, lifetime 720 seconds. It takes me down to 256 tonnes of cargo. Oh dear, that's still plenty. Right, I'll have you. Right. So that's that done. I still haven't finished because I need to get a what do you call it, shield cell bank at some point. So fucking hell, my cargo capacity is really going to go down. Oh well. Right, next thing to do, because my cargo capacity is going to go down even further soon. Right, that's done. Right, next thing to do actually is to not go to the bulletin board. To pay me fine, claim your bounty, grab some limpets. I'll grab I'm not going to get too many actually, I'm only going to get 6 for the moment. I know that's no good to me, I mean I need far more than that for it to really be worthwhile, but that just, it leaves me a nice round 250 in the cargo hold. why did it have to be a... I mean, okay, I'm alright with the idea of the black box. I'm shit at trying to get into stations and, you know, avoid being scanned. But if all I'm going to get is a fine, I've got no problem with that. I've got 40 million, I can pay that off, no problem. But why the fuck did it have to be there? Well, hang on, let's have a look at ICZ MX-T B3-1. Now, I know I've been there. The conflict zones are now showing up as well. So the conflicts in the head is definitely spreading. There it is. Now, I know I've been there. And I think it's one of those places that has fuck all in it, yeah. Just 2 stars. Now to get black boxes you've got to keep searching low or weak signal sources. That's where they'll be. Oh fuck it, let's do it. Yes, sometime today. There we go. Yeah, this is an available mission. That would improve my rating with the Nahat Silver Ring, who fucking despise me at the moment. You know, I'm not that fussed about improving my rating with them. What about this one? That will improve my rating with Patrons Principles. I only want 4,000. Fuck it, I'll take that. Right. 2 black boxes then. Here goes nothing. This is probably going to take a while, so I'm going to pause the video here and I shall be back when, well, when I find them. Right, well I've only just arrived in ICZ MX-T B3-1 and already I have a weak signal source here. Surely my luck would not be so good that this will be a black box. Now, the trouble is black boxes are usually only found you know, 1 per signal source, so even if there is even if I am lucky here, the chances are I've got to find another one. Now because it's a weak signal source, well, there's a faint chance that there will be ships here, but it's only going to be 1 and it's not going to be a very large one. So you're not going to be ambushed by 4 anacondas in this one. Go on, you beauty. Right. Let's
Cargo scoop deployed.
Let's send out the old collector. Because I'm being exceptionally lazy, I'm just testing out the you know, this thing to go and get it. There you go. Right, grab that, bring it back.
Collector limpet expired.
Well done. Right, that's that one done. Now it's time to piss off and find another
Cargo scoop.
oh yeah, who's this lot who just arrived?
Scan detected.
Vultures. If you come here looking for a bit of me, well, he's coming up lawless. Oh yes, that's because I'm in an anarchy system, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter. Right, well, let's go back in the Super Cruise then and...
4, 3,
right,
2,
well that's 1 got.
engage.
Right, I shall be back when I find another. So, back in a moment. Okay, another weak signal source found. I haven't, well, it wasn't even a minute since I finished the last segment. Come on, be a fucking, be another black box. There are plenty of them plenty showing up now. It's always the way. When you look on the one, suddenly another, like, you know, 2, 3, 4 all show up again in quick succession. What I used to do back when I first started playing this during the first beta, when another unidentified signal source came along, I would keep switching to the next one. I don't know why, there wasn't really any reason for it, but now I stick to the first one I choose. Right, let's see what's here. If there's more than one thing here, then that's not going to be a good sign. Oh, go on. You fucking beauty. You fucking cunt. That better not mean that it's now disappeared. Otherwise I am going to be massively fucked off. Of course it's disappeared. What am I talking about? It's not going to keep me in the same area with that, is it? It's not even going to fucking load the game properly. This is what it did when I had the first spate of disconnections. So yeah, it's fucking gone. You fucking cunting thing. It better still have the one that I picked up. Yes. Oh, that's one thing. How fucking good of them.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I had the thing in my fucking sights, but then I had the disconnection, so I couldn't pick it up.
1. Engage.
Fucking sack of cunt. Right, well, I shall pause it for the moment and I will be back when another unidentified signal source shows up, or a weak signal source, and this time it better fucking work. Right, next one found. Let's see what's here. Regardless of what it is, let's see if the game will stay fucking connected long enough for me to pick it up. And I've already got stolen cargo on this thing, so whatever's here, I may as well help myself to it. One thing here, again, it is another black box. Whoa, I do not want to collide with it. Right.
Programming limpet drone.
Off you go. Go and get it. And hurry up. Whoops. Would help if I had the cargo thing open.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Olympic drone couldn't go out there and get it because I didn't have the thing. Hurry up, there are ships on their way. Right, why isn't the Olympic drone doing anything? Fuck it, let's see if I can fucking pick it up manually then. Seeing as the Olympic drone is not working. Got it.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. So why didn't the Olympic drone work?
Frameshift drive
Probably
charging.
because I had the cargo scoop closed before, yeah, I didn't open the cargo scoop before trying to deploy it.
4, 3, 2.
Surely that should have been taken care of during the beta as well. No. Anyway, at least I've got the two fucking things now. Now to see if I can actually dock at this vessel without getting a huge fuck off fine.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
So this will get me up to the Marquis rank. So I will actually have that rank, not just in beta, but now in the full game as well. Yeah, it's coming up illicit cargo. So I really need to hope that they don't scan me. The one thing that I have in my favour is that as there are currently conflict zones in the area, they may not be scanning then, because they may not be too fussed about who comes in, providing they're there to help out with the war. I've seen that happening a few times. This is where I find out that I've got them from the wrong fucking place or something. It's not saying anything there about it. I did go to the right place, didn't I? MX-T B3-1. MX-T B3-1. Yeah, that's where I was. So I've done it. I've been to the right place. I've got two black boxes. Okay, there are a lot of people on my friends list now going offline. Does that mean everyone's fucking servers are acting up again? Well, we'll soon find out what is going on one way or the other. don't know what that prick's going on about. But I'm not joining up to whatever he's saying anyway. Right, let's get... Yeah, you can't... At least I was out of Super Cruise. But these disconnections are getting fucking ridiculous. I've lost count of how many I've had during this now. But I should have guessed because I mean I couldn't send a message to, and now we've got this. Now I had this during the beta. So let's try again, because at the moment it's now saying it can't even load my fucking commander. I think it's going to keep doing that now until I actually restart the game. Right, so it's obvious that it's beta 1 all over again. It's a fucking piss take. What the fucking hell were we doing with that beta? Because as soon as it's come live, it's exactly the fucking same. Disconnections everywhere. Anyway, so I'm going to pause this here. I'll be back when or if I can get this fucking thing started again. Right, well, it's now been, what, 15 minutes since that last disconnect. I've tried getting back onto the game 5 times. I've done various things from restarting the, you know, well, saving and exiting and then clicking play. That didn't work, so save and exit again, close down the launcher. Right, and we've suddenly got ourselves online again, so it's taking an age just to connect, but does that mean it's actually going to play? But nevertheless, let's say it's taken me 5 attempts to get to this stage. Of course, it's made even worse because every time you start up the game now, you've got to wait for that whole shaders business. So you've got to wait for that. Now if it loads, and I'm not very optimistic, I've still got to somehow get, I mean I've no idea how far away from the docking station I am. I know how far away I was, but how far away I'm going to be if and when the game starts up again is another matter. Anyway, so we got to this stage. We don't look like it's getting any further than this stage. So I may as well stop the video here and upload it like this, because I mean once again it's business as usual with Frontier Developments. Total fucking ineptitude. Another utter fucking bollocks up of a major release. Not only is this not the first time this has happened, it has happened every single time they have done a major update. Whether that update was for the finished game, whether it was during beta or gamma, and I dare say during alpha as well, although I wasn't part of the alpha. Every time there has been a major update, they have totally fucked it up and pissed off loads of people. You saw how fucking long it's taken this. I am nowhere near where I was. I had come out of Super Cruise at the Western Orbital. I'm now over 2,600 light seconds away. Okay, I've got the 2 black boxes still. I was right there, so I've got to go through this again, which means Having to engage Super Cruise and hope that the connection will last long enough for it to start. Then I have to disengage Super Cruise and hope the connection will last long enough for that to happen. And then I've got to dock and hope again that the connection lasts long enough for the docking to actually register. And the rate this thing's going, I am not confident that it's going to do, well, it certainly won't do all three of them. It's done the first one, which is something of a fucking miracle. But they do it every time. And the worst that I saw was the release of Beta 2. That was farcical. Beta 3 was ridiculous, but nothing like as bad as Beta 2. Gamma, actually I'd almost given up with the game completely, so I missed the start of Gamma. By the time I got into Gamma, I think it was already into like Gamma 1 point something or other. It wasn't the initial release. Then along came the release of the game, which turned out to be not at all a major thing, because it was basically the Gamma version but the word Gamma removed. That was it, so that wasn't even a major update. Then I had another break from the game because I'd had a gut fall, so I missed 1.1, but I've seen on the forums and heard from many people who experienced it that the update to 1.1 was a total fucking farce. 1.2, I seem to recall 1.2 was semi-tolerable, but again it still had fucking connection issues, and now we've got this. So they fuck it up every single time. And then they wonder why people like me come along and slag them off all the time. Well, it's because you fucking deserve it. All of these disconnection issues were happening during Beta 1 of the 1.3 testing. It supposedly got fixed in Beta 2. Indeed, it did get fixed, because we wasn't getting any sort of disconnections at all throughout the rest of the beta. So it goes live, and now they're back again with a vengeance. It's hard to know what I hate more. The game, the developers. Actually, I know that I hate the developers more than the game. Or the brown-nosing fanboys who keep banging on about how everything is great when it clearly fucking isn't. In fact, I do know, it's the brown-nosers that do that who I hate more than anyone. Because it's people like them that are the reason why that all the updates are like this. Because Frontier Developments have got it into their heads now, oh, we can get away with it. Because no matter what we do, we've got these bunch of plebs, you know, under our thumb who will say everything we do is fucking great, even when it's a complete and utter fuck up.
Docking request granted.
Not been scanned yet. There are plenty of security ships in the area. Still no scan. I might get away with it. I have got away with it. If it will let me dock properly.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Oh, I'm not going to do that yet, because if it disconnects I'll have to pay it again. I know it's not a lot, but... Right. Has that increased my rank? Yes, it has. There we go. So I am now a Marquis within the Empire. Lucky me. Finding palladium is a pain. You're fucking telling me it is. I wouldn't mind doing that one either, but it's 308,000 for that. But I would need a, what do you call it? Interdictor, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm at a refuel now. I think that's me about done. Yeah, cargo space is 5, but that's my limpets. Oh, well, there you go. Right, I've had about all I can take for the moment of this in this state. It's taking the piss. So, there you go. Naval rank done. Disconnection is royally fucking me off. So this is Marquis Lucosa saying fuck off.